What up? What up? It's your girl Monique 69 Ways. I'm here with my girl Tamika's Den, and we are here to discuss DC's Lanterns on HBO Max,
Mm-hmm.
episode 2, which is called The Trust Fall. Okay. I'm glad to have somebody up here to talk with to discuss episode 2. How you like? This is your first time being up here. Have you discussed episode 1 on your channel?
No, I haven't
How do you
talked
feel
anything
about it
about it.
after?
I thought episode one was good. I got more intrigued because I ain't gonna lie. Like when they first was talking about it and they first dropped, I think like the little teaser, I was kind of like,
Mm,
I still was gonna check it out, but it wasn't nothing that made me feel like excited. Like, oh God, yeah, I want to hurry up and watch that. And I'm not as familiar with the Green Lanterns. Like I know a little bit about it, but not like how I know Batman and Superman. Some of the other ones.
right.
So but then the second trailer and then watching this first episode, I was like, wait a minute, okay, now I'm kind of like getting more excited, a little bit more intrigued, want to see what we're gonna be going to. And when they kind of gave the detail of, it's gonna be around like a true detective type of format, even though we in the DC, comics world. I love True Detective. I also like DC Comics, Marvel Comics, So I figure, okay, you bringing the best of both worlds, like, the stuff that I like,
But
and it could be intriguing to me. But I'm not as detailed and knowledgeable about it as some other people. So for me, I think I would see it in a different aspect than somebody that's going to be comparing it to what they know from the comics. Kind of like when I was talking House of the Dragon, I knew a lot of the stuff from the book, so certain things was irritating me that they was doing in the different in the show that may not have bothered somebody else. So I could kind of see it from both ways. But
okay.
for me, looking at it from the outside so far, I feel like they given kind of a little bit of both for people that's not as knowledgeable and then the people that know a little bit more. But I've been
Hmm.
seeing, the criticisms. But for me, I'm like, it had a pretty strong start. It made me more interested to see, okay, how the rest of this gonna play out. Yeah.
Okay. So we
Hmm.
got you hooked on episode 1.
Yeah, but I
Same here.
did feel like they needed to call the CPS on Daddy because I was like, what we doing here?
Oh yeah, the shooting the apples
Yeah.
off the head. Where is
Hmm.
CPS? That's funny.
Hmm.
But yeah, so I am not an expert on Lantern either as a character. It's not my favorite. It's not one of my top,
Okay.
but we shall see.
Hmm.
But maybe Lantern will grow on me. Well, the John Stewart Lantern will grow on me
Right.
because there are many
Hmm.
lanterns out there. But so what do you think of Aaron Pierre performance so far?
I like it. I like him as an actor, and I know that was kind of like controversy around that because it was people that wanted a darker, person to
Yeah.
play him. But I'm fine with it. I think he's doing a good job. I like the chemistry and the dynamic between him and how they playing back and forth with each other. I think that's good. And he be taking me out with the running that he be doing in here. I say it's giving
You
Tom
saw my
Cruise.
clip, child. I said, yo, I don't know why I chuckle. I laugh so hard. I said,
I'll
why,
be
why?
cracking up every time he start running like that for real. But yeah, I'm liking how he's portraying the character so far.
Oh yeah, that's what's up. Episode 2, how you feel about it? Like it make you want more? Like what the hell is going on? Because the way it ended, like he made a visit to another planet to go see.
Right. And I wasn't too sure if we was gonna see that. Like I said, I'm going into this completely blind, just trying to
Okay.
take it for what it is. I know that, in the comics, and animation that there's other planets and but I didn't know if we were gonna really see that in here or how much of it we were gonna see. So and then I figured it might be like a little bit later down the line. So us being in episode 2 and him going there like that already, I'm like, okay, you
So
could
you
tell
like, do they
yeah.
got it in the budget to even make that happen?
Exactly. Yeah, I definitely was curious as like where we gonna be going with the budget because so far we've been seeing them doing the little constructs with things, but it haven't really been nothing big, too big or over the top. I'm also very curious about how John was able to make that damn bird and the bird lasted like that, even with him going unconscious and him not having the ring. I was like, wait a minute. And when I went back and was watching the episode again, even though Hal doesn't say anything verbally, you could kind of see the reaction and surprise
in his face.
Yeah.
Yep. Yeah, his body language tells it all.
Yes. Yes.
Yeah, let's say hi to some people. Hey there, Jaguar Actual. Thank you for coming through. They said they wish they dropped the whole season so they can binge it. It's annoying to wait week to week.
Yeah. Yes,
But
I
that's
get
what
it.
they want people to talk
HBO,
about it.
yeah,
Yeah.
HBO definitely wasn't doing that.
Oh yeah.
But see, that's
Hey
funny
Candy.
because some people like to binge, but then some people like having to wait it out and do one by one. And then I think people have gotten spoiled because I even see some say y'all should have did like 2 to 3 episodes in the beginning, then the one by one with all the rest. Because a lot of shows have been doing that. But I feel like once it came on HBO, we should all know it was gonna be that one by one format.
Okay.
Mm-hmm.
Okay. Thank you for stopping through, Candy. I know you don't know nothing about no lanterns or green things.
Listen, take a peek in there, Candy. Take a peek, okay? Just go ahead and peek in there and look at Aaron. Okay, John.
Aaron P. Yeah. All right.
That's
Yeah.
Mufasa.
Yeah, but he doing a good job. Like you said, the running. I got the clip. I might play it every now and again, but yeah. So we're about to get into episode 2 because episode 2 is called Trust Fall, and it's like Hal is on a mission. He's on his investigation mission, and then we got John getting jumped and kidnapped and being recruited. It was a lot going on this episode. Okay, a lot going on. So let's get into it. Let's start off with Hal Jordan. Okay. He is on this investigation tip, and because mind you, like episode 1, we know that there was a crime scene at the high school, Rushville high school football fields, like 4 bodies dropped, and he's that's still stuck on his mind. Yeah. So he went back there thinking, he on the field where the blood is at, like he on the bleachers. He's just looking like, now how did this massacre of a shooting happen at a high school football game? And he had the bright idea to take the bumper off his car because they still had the metal detector stood up there. He said it didn't go off. It looked like a metal detector, but it's not. It's more than a metal detector. Right. So he tested that theory, and then his ass went to the morgue, man, and got some bodies of the people who died on that field and put their body through that, and it went off. Child, it rang off all the alarms. It was just funny how he got each corpse and checked if they aliens. So that's how you know they aliens, because it went through this special technology. It wasn't a metal detector. It was crazy.
Yeah, I didn't know what he was doing at first. I was like, wait a minute. And then I didn't have it on my bingo card that we was going to be seeing zingaling-lings. But it was funny how he like was just carrying them around and carrying them through, because I feel like they was playing in his face, acting like, oh, this don't got nothing to do with aliens and whatever. And so to know, like, okay, this is not just a regular metal detector. That's why it wasn't going off. This is actually an alien detector. And now that makes him even more intrigued, because where did y'all get this from? Who is supplying these high-tech type of, machines and things to be able to even, test this out in the first place? And then y'all was trying to make me seem like I was crazy when I was saying, hey, I got a feeling something happening over here, because it seems like there's a lot of things that's connecting to this town. Okay, I have no idea why. I'm assuming I'm going to find out. But yeah, that's like making him want to stay even more, because what's really going on here?
Okay. What's really going on? And mind you, episode 1, he had his 10-year-old in self from the past came to their present to tell them about Rushville, Nebraska, whatever.
Yeah.
And she said his former self told that to John. His past self told that to John. So it had to be something. If you got to send yourself a message from the
Yeah, so
to
many
the future from the
coincidences.
past.
And I don't believe in coincidence.
Yeah, so
Yeah.
he is stuck on this town. He said it's something off, like something's not right. And mind you, they having a towns meeting, and he walk in, everybody got quiet because they know who he is. They know he is a space cop. It's so yeah, they know who the Green Lantern is. So they quiet, and he listened to it, and they up there talking. Sheriff Carey is talking to the townspeople, talking about having another football game because she afraid of it being chaos. It happening again. So they talking about that, and then at the same time, we see her husband coming in whispering because he was Hal's attorney in episode 1, and he whispering talking about he got the judge to drop the assault charges, and then Hal's like, okay, how much do I owe you? He said, you owe me nothing, and he said, now you can go back home. I'm like,
all of this is weird.
Trying to get him out of town. They're trying to get him to go back home.
Exactly. All of it is weird. Like, I did not. First of all, I like the sheriff. I do like her, and I feel like I could understand some of her perspective and why she's going at it the way that she is. Like how she's handling Hal and trying to deal with him. But then it's funny because I would not expect her to be married. Like, I wouldn't expect that to be her husband. And
exactly.
Then, you know, the billionaire or whatever he is to bail Hal out. And then now y'all want to be like, oh, the charges was dropped. You could just go. And then when she was like, honey, and Hal and the husband both was like, yeah, how it was like, why would she be talking to you? Like, how you gonna sit next to her husband?
Right.
And then be answering when she say, honey, like, what are we doing here? Even when he first
he
walked
played too much.
He do. Even when he first walked in and he was like, oh, y'all talking about me? Yeah, y'all was talking about me. And he's just going through the crowd, having to go through like 5 people to get up for him to sit down, being mad, awkward, interrupting everything. But then you're going to talk about I got to take this. I got to call and want to just walk out. Like, that whole scene was hilarious. But I am like, how the hell did she, well, she does kind of explain later how she got there, but that's like just a very odd couple, like how she ended up with that. This doesn't seem like they match. So that makes it even more intriguing. So
it seems like marriage of convenience. I don't know.
Yeah, it could be.
That's what it gave, like for survival on her part, because the way she talked about her father-in-law, like, she is terrified. Like, she doesn't like want to ruffle his feathers because I think he's like Will Senior Macon, Will Macon, and because she called her husband, I guess, Bill. Bill is short for William. So she don't want to ruffle her father-in-law feathers because she knows what she kind of know. I don't know if she totally know, but she want to, sometimes I think she be wanting to turn a blind eye. She said, I just want to do my job, do the investigation. I do not want to cause chaos and confusion or have people in a panic, have this town in a panic when they don't have to be.
Yeah, and that does make sense, but I feel like it's more to it that she not saying. So I do agree with that, because it seems like even when he first wanted to go talk to her father-in-law, she was trying to be like completely against it, like, no, you making a terrible mistake, don't do that. And then I guess she felt like, okay, if you're gonna do it anyway, then you have to do it my way. Like, that means you're gonna let me do all the talking, and I already knew he wasn't about to do that. So I'm like, why are we even lying? Why are we agreeing to something that we not gonna do? So
yeah, Hal is he gonna do what he want to do. Like, he broke into the coroner's office, got the bodies, and he getting pulled over, acting like all shocked and stuff. Like, and mind you, she agreed to take her to the father-in-law, even though she gave pushback. Got there talking about the technology, because this is when he found out about the metal detectors. Like, that's some high-tech technology. Like, how you, because he was wondering, like, how these specific people because he asked Junior there, who said they dropped the charges, like, how did your father know? How did your father friends know which guys to hit? Okay, because that was very specific. Like, that's why he did the test of the metal detectors at the football field at the state. Football field. So he got the damn sheriff taken to the father-in-law, cut through the gates. He ain't make it very far. They're like, you got a warrant. Like, why is you here? Like, you already visited the other day or yesterday. Like, what's going on? Our boss didn't say you was coming through, so you got a warrant. So big man Macon, daddy father-in-law Macon, came through on a horse with his fellas, and Hal questioned him like about this technology, like, how did you know and where did this technology come from? And he said, like, because that's some high-tech stuff like than any other, I guess, planet or not planet from any other person can make. Like, how you come about that? Because he said he got that from his benefactor, which is the one who was paying for the compound that he's staying on. I said, who is this benefactor? I would like to meet this benefactor one day. But yeah, so that's it. Like, it was basically cut
Yeah,
short.
the first two things that popped in my head was Lex, but then I'm like,
okay, I see Lex.
I don't know if they would be going that deep in here, whatever. But then I'm thinking about the NDA part, and I'm like, would Lex really be worried about them getting an NDA? Because as far as I know, Lex, he always really didn't give a damn. But then I'm also like, could it be Bruce Wayne? I don't know. Maybe somebody else that I'm not that familiar with, that somebody else could throw out there. But that's the two that came to my mind. I was like, that's suspicious. Okay. Like, who is it? Who over here handing out these funds?
Okay, because you see that compound, you see how they got that stuff set up. You saw that in episode 1.
She think the benefactor is the manhunter. And
yeah, we're gonna talk about that later.
Look,
we're gonna talk about later. Oh Lord, I'm like, okay, yes, I can see the manhunter being it because they've been infiltrating and for a long while now. They've been infiltrating for a long while now, so it wouldn't be surprised if it's the manhunter. But yeah, so Macon threatened Hal, and Hal is talking junk, talking about how he got this ring because he said you was trespassing. I got to do over there in the tower that could like unalive you right now, shoot you down because you trespassing. And then he talking junk and talking about his ring because mind you, this ring need to be charged.
Exactly, that ring been needed to be charged. I was cracking up
and
too.
He got popped.
I wasn't expecting them to pop him though. I know they did give the warning.
He got popped.
Yeah, but I really wasn't expecting them to do it for real. And I'm like, why would you even be like, oh, I got this ring when you know that ring been needed to be charged, and you literally used the last of it to go up and look around because you like, where's everybody at? Because the town was like a damn ghost town. Like, come on now, you can't be talking mess when you can't back it up. We just was talking about that last night, okay?
Well, he trying to, he trying to, talk his ish, They call his bluff. They didn't care. They're like, F that ring and pop. Because mind you, Macon was like, you did what you supposed to do. I know who you are. That's why, like, if I need you, I would call you. Like, you did what you're supposed to do. Now you can go home. Basically, like, you is no longer needed here. Okay, so you wasn't needed in the first place. Got popped. Wake up in the I guess a hospital because like you said, it's like a ghost town in the hospital. And that's what the sheriff Carey you had to do it my way. Like, come on, bro. Like, you was like cutting me from the legs. putting me at
Right.
the legs. Like, you ain't let me do my job or whatever.
Exactly.
But she did lie to him about this not being his jurisdiction. That he just, because he's supposed to be a space cop. Like, and
Right.
she know this is his jurisdiction, and I guess she, like I said, she didn't want to cause the town people to go into chaos, and then she got her father-in-law to deal with, and she already knew about the alien metal detector
Yeah, but after
situation.
a while, it was like, come on, sis. And she did apologize. They both kind of apologized to each
Yeah.
other in their own way. But I was like, after it got to a certain point in the information you had, especially the way the last episode 1 ended, with him literally having to freaking contain that damn blast because he was right and it was an alien. It was like you could have eliminated some of this stuff and we could still have worked together if you would have just been honest with me about some of the things. And then even her being the only one waiting for him when he woke up after he got popped and he in the hospital, he over here like, oh, you waiting for me and you by my
Ain't
side.
nobody in there, Tamika. It's a ghost town.
Yes, it was like ain't nothing in here but machines.
His name was the only one on that list. I said,
right. I don't care how small the town is. It would be some other damn people in that hospital. Like, where's the doctors and the
he
nurses
said,
at?
it looked like this our fresh equipment out the package. This kid would quit. I'm like, let me find out that they open this package up when they pop him and they bought some equipment at the same day. They pop him.
I wouldn't be surprised because this looked like that just got dropped off. That equipment, yeah.
And nobody there is on his. He's the only one on the list as a patient or visit, whatever. I was like, what's going on here? And I forgot what her excuse was. I'm like, talking about this not a big town or me a big. I'm like, what that got to do with it? You still need a functioning hospital.
Yeah, it
Like,
doesn't matter.
people get hurt.
I've been to small towns and they still have people in the damn. Like, come on now. That's like when you watching one of them apocalypse type of movies and you wake up and nobody.
Yeah. Right. I'm like, she is on that BS. I couldn't when she said that. I said, nah, girl. Come on, Sheriff. Let's not play these games. But yeah, so child, it's a miracle he only got popped in the arm or whatever. So we will come back to Hal later. But let's move on to John. Because mind you, Hal is sending John on a mission. At first, because he's supposed to teach this man how to fly since episode 1. This is episode 2. He woke him up, talking about, I'm going to teach you how to fly. Get him the ring, trying to get him to figure out the trigger, trigger him to trigger the ring to show, I guess, have his own trigger to fly. Use the ring to fly. You got to trigger it somehow because we know how Jordan was a test pilot in his heyday, so there's no problem for him to manifest a flight. And as he was trying to fly, John Stewart, that is, he materialized a bird.
Yeah.
I was like, okay.
This part was crazy to me too. One, because I didn't understand how John was even still sleeping once that damn door opened. Because baby, you open my damn door, I'm turning around looking like how he was knocked out in a good sleep. Did not hear that, and he was able to throw that damn pail of water on him. That already took me out. And then for him to be like, hurry up, come on, and all of a sudden now you want to teach me how to fly. Today's the day. When you know again that we ain't got really that much charge in this damn ring, and like you don't even know how to teach him. You just like, oh, well, you just think of it. And of course, it's gonna come different for him because, like you said, he's already been a pilot. Whereas I think with John, he's more architectures. Y'all could correct me. So it's gonna be a difference for him. But it's just like, oh, you just fly. You just like, come on now. But it was so funny when he was like, just right. And then nothing wasn't happening, and then poof, the bird. And even when he made the bird, like even what's his name, Hal reaction then was like jump back, like you could tell he didn't have that on his bingo card, but he also was kind of prepared for him not to be able to fly because he already had that plane ticket ready and was ready to send him on their missions.
Come on, window seat.
Yeah.
So he's going back to what's it called? What's that city called? Coast City. Coast City. Going back to Coast City where Hal lives, and going back to his house where the lantern live as well. He going back to get the lantern because Hal needed to recharge the ring. And yeah.
And I
So
wasn't expecting his house to look like that either. But he
look,
said
it's insane. That's what John. He's like, this is insane. Like he said, some rich guy bought it for him. I'm like, okay. Like I needed one too, cause
right.
that
But
house.
it's like it's two ways to look at it. One, like that's a beautiful house, but two, you also see that the house is not a home. I guess that's how you would say.
Cause he don't stay there, right?
Yeah.
He said even John knew that house wasn't lived in. That's funny to me. Let's see what Jaguars are. She either confused or willingly ignorant. We talking about Sheriff Carey. Green Lantern jurisdiction. A Green Lantern's jurisdiction is everything in that sector. It doesn't just mean extraterrestrial stuff. Yeah. Hey, Lawrence Report. Thank you for stopping by.
What's up, Lawrence?
And his brightest day, Hal had John go fetch stuff like Diddy. Child.
Not the Diddy cheesecake.
Right. What was that, Juniors or what was that damn going place? You know, Juniors, I'm not a New Yorker.
Juniors in Brooklyn, yeah, they make the good cheesecakes. I don't know about now. It ain't as good as back in the day, but yeah.
Is they ever, like, after a while, they lose their touch. But, yeah, so he got him going on the plane, get to the house, key in this rock. I'm like, he said it's 100 rocks out here. Like, what's we doing? It was funny. He going through the rock. I was like, okay. I was like, that's a little cute little rock to hide your key in, I guess. But yeah, so he got in the house. The house is big as hell. And then he came across the suit. Okay. Came across the suit. He admired the suit. He picked it up. He even like trying to put it against himself, like he could see himself wearing a suit.
Yeah, definitely.
So yeah, so he also told him don't forget to feed Earl. I'm like, who the hell is Earl? I'm thinking Earl is a dog or a bird. A dog or a bird or something. A hamster or something. But come to find out, child, Earl is this little shop of horror plant.
Yes, because that's exactly what I thought about Feed Me Seymour. But I was not expecting that to be what it was.
Yeah, so that was funny, given this damn plant beef and stuff. It was and bison is crazy. Yeah. But yeah, so he came across the box. So the box that the lantern is in is activated by Hal's voice. That's the way to get it open. He put him on. He had called Hal, put him on speakerphone. And he said Mogul doesn't socialize. So I'm like, what the hell that mean? But I guess it has like I heard it had like a direct nod to a comic, Alan Moore's comic book, famous comic book. So yeah, so that's a nod. I like, okay, I guess I have it. Like, I'm not a Green Lantern.
I'm not as familiar, so I don't know about it. But I guess that's what they would say would be like an Easter egg for the people that are more familiar with it.
Shout out to them, whoever caught the Alan Moore Easter egg comic book feature. I guess a plant-sized giant Green Lantern Mogul.
Okay.
So, yeah. So he opened the box. I'm like, it's like this black void. I'm like, he said, go in there, reach and get it. I'm saying, say what?
Yeah, that was crazy. I would like to see a little bit more of that, because when he reached his hand in and you just see like his space, it looked like you could go into infinity in there. And even when the bird flew in there for a minute, I was like, oh Lord, because I didn't know if the bird was gonna get stuck up in there or what.
Right. So I was like, child, please, bird, please, because Hal told him to keep that bird alive. We'll see. But he managed to get the lantern, got everything, feed Earl. And then as he was putting the key back, as he was leaving the house, he got a bag over his head and getting jumped. So he kind of tried to fight him off. He did the best he could, and then he got knocked
that
out.
fight scene was crazy. I ain't gonna lie to you, like, cause
And then they fight again in the van.
Yes, you could see the strength, how they was picking him up and tossing him, and then even when he got a loose, and he was like, "Well, where's my bird?" And they like, "The bird is fine," and it was kind of giving me a little bit of damn, I can't even think of it now, y'all. It came to me and left like a little mixture. Some parts was like kind of reminding me of the Matrix, like with that highway scene.
Yeah.
And then it was another movie too, but it left me. But anyway, y'all get the point. When they was doing that chase on that highway, I was like, damn, y'all messing up all these people's cars and stuff. But I didn't understand why John wasn't like zigzagging or trying to go to the other side of the highway. He literally was just jumping
down the middle,
cars, down the middle, straight down the damn highway. But again, he
catch the bird and then got knocked out by a black van. I said, child. He did all that. I mean, it was a good action, little 1-2 action scene as the van was moving. He was fighting for his life, and that was a lot. So he got knocked out. He ended up getting kidnapped. He ended up getting cuffed to a chair, and he is being approached. This is Waylon's people, okay? Waylon is the one who blew himself up at the end of episode 1. So these are Waylon, what's his name? Waylon's people. I forgot. Antien. This is the Antien. Did I hit the button? So
he was already saying, the guy Waylon, I'm sorry, I'm gonna cut you off, but when we was ending that, he was saying that he was there for revenge. So it makes sense, but it's funny how their perception or what they thought was that they was going to be able to talk to John because Hal had already given him this information. They're expecting that him and Hal are actually close and that, he tells him things when it's like their relationship has been the complete opposite of that. That's why he was like, if you counting on that, that's the furthest thing we are. And then they were even impressed with the whole bird thing because they was like, well, wait a minute, how is Hal still controlling it? And he ain't doing nothing. I'm doing it, but they had to like put him on. Now, the only critique that I've had with this whole scene is that when they put that thing to his head to show him, everything.
Oh, they made an imprint.
Yeah, and did the imprint. I wish we could have seen what he was seeing. But other than that, I thought this was a really good scene. Okay. And now it was like, what's up with these manhunters? Okay.
And Antien, how you say Antien? Antien.
I'm bad with pronouncing.
Look, Ant told John. I'm calling him Ant. Ant told John. When he was telling him about how you control the bird, that just let him know like how powerful he is. So when they said how powerful he is, and by the time we got to the end of this episode, that let me know, like, okay, I see where y'all going. For real.
Yeah.
But yeah, so they asked him, do you know about the manhunters? John is confused. Like, he just started training. Even though he's been training for like what he said 3 or 4 months, he don't know nothing because Hal rarely even tell him anything or share anything.
Right, because even when that hologram came, he was kind of surprised. Like, wait, I haven't shown you this or told you this and that, like by now, and he like no, like that seems to us to be a surprise to him. But also, he hadn't even updated him in a long time, so obviously we seeing like the difference between I guess the younger Hal and the Hal that he's dealing with now. And so I am curious as to what made that change, but he even seems surprised by that, like, wait, you don't know nothing about that? So it's like everybody's expecting him to be up to date and know everything, but that's the complete opposite of what Hal has been doing.
Right. So so Jaguar is right. That's what they show him. I forget about that. It's the rebellion, the Sector 666 massacre.
Yeah, I wish we could have saw it. I know he was saying like,
girl, we gotta think about the budget.
I know it ain't in the budget. We gotta imagine it. Okay, you get the point.
So it wiped out. It basically wiped out all the living things in Sector 666, unaliving billions of innocent beings. That's all I know. And because he asked like who was Manhunter. He like, is that supposed to be a question? I'm like, this boy don't know nothing. Okay, he barely is a Green Lantern at this point. Okay, training really hasn't been training, if you get my drift. But so basically, Manhunter are the first interstellar police force before the Green Lanterns. So the Green Lanterns was the second batch. So we have the Manhunters as the first batch, which was created by the I think the Guardians billions trillion years ago. So can you imagine billions trillion years ago? And so it's managed to have one still remaining. So I'm like, can Manhunters reproduce like or they just stand but he said they are synthetic beings. So they can infiltrate any species, basically. So of any man and any mankind. So I was like, yo. So they can jump bodies, Tamika. I said, you gotta be kidding me. So cause he recruited, look, and recruited. He is trying to recruit John for this. He said he gave him 48 hours to find the Manhunters because he don't want him and his people to come to Nebraska and set themselves off and blow up the whole thing.
Right.
Because they can detonate themselves because he said they could destroy the whole. He don't want to harm innocent people.
Right, exactly.
So, I was like, oh snap. So he gave him 48 hours. He said, why you ain't like asking Hal? Because he said he really don't trust Hal. I'm like, yeah, would you trust Hal? Like he already after Ifiki, he don't want to teach you anything. I mean, he's not the best teacher. Granted, if the way he got the ring, if that's to be true, how he got the ring, he wasn't trying himself.
Right, yeah.
By
well, how you gonna teach somebody else something that you was never taught? And I feel like they don't really trust each other, and I can get it because well, at least for me, it comes off like Hal feels like John is there to be his replacement, and yet he feels like nobody can replace him, or they're not gonna replace him. And so when he's up out of here, and he feels like I ain't going nowhere no time soon. So it's like, what's the point? Am I supposed to train you for you to take my spot? Whereas John is like, look, this is what they told me, and I've been training for this technically my whole life because look like his daddy been training him, and I'm definitely curious about seeing the backstory and all that. So this is what I've been meant to do, and he did not understanding why Hal is giving him such a damn hard time. But from the outside to other people, they would have just be assuming that, like we already mentioned, that he's knowing everything and getting taught everything, and it's like, no, this dude ain't been teaching me shit. It's like pulling teeth to even get a little bit of information from him.
Hello? He just got his backstory, how he got the ring first episode. And he supposed to be training him for like what, 4 months?
Right.
And he be disappearing for 2 weeks at a time.
Yeah.
What are we doing, Hal?
And it almost feels like he does that on purpose to get a rise out of him. Because the first thing he was like, "You mad?"
He said, "Sir."
Yeah.
No, sir. He said, "Them sir sound like some bunch of FU."
Right, exactly.
He said, "You can start saying with the sir stuff, because we already know what that is." That was funny to me. So Jaguar said the Manhunters were, they believe they were synthetic, so no emotions, so they wouldn't be scared or bribed. They just do their duty.
Sense.
That makes sense. They just do their duty. Well, Jaguar, that is loosely off the comics. It's not going to be exact as the comics or off other sources material.
Mm-hmm.
So, they're gonna keep some things from the comments and some things they're gonna switch it up. So
Right.
they could, I don't know, they could make the manhunters take human form if that's not the original way.
Right. Yeah.
I only know a little bit. I'm not a comic book expert. What is
Yeah,
Candy
my
talking
son
about?
is the one that usually puts me on to everything, and he's always very judgmental of all the movies and TV shows, child. He be getting pissed off. So I know he'll give me some kind of update. I haven't had chance to really conversate with him about this, but yeah.
Mm-hmm. Okay, so you got 48 hours or they're gonna come through and wreak havoc. Okay. Do that. We don't want to come through and detonate ourselves, and it won't be pretty.
Right.
I'm like, so y'all wouldn't mind detonate yourself and blow your own self up. I guess. I mean,
Yeah,
that's
they
what
don't.
took an oath for. I guess
Right.
that's the job. I'm like, okay. Um. So yeah, cause he said I lost some people. They got to pay. So yeah. So let's move on. Do we trust this heifer?
No. I'm thinking she's a manhunter or she's some type of alien if she's not a man. Because why are you always there, ma'am? Why were you at the bar and now you just so happen to be sitting here at this damn coffee shop?
As he
And
coming back in
yeah,
time.
and even the way he was talking so much with her, because I know everybody's kind of caught up on the whole old grandma thing, and I was like, listen, grandma needs
I
love
made
too.
a joke. I just
But
made a joke.
even when he first was talking to her, then I was like, why are you being so free, giving up all this information, just talking, running your mouth with her? You don't even know her like that. And now you find out that she's married to, what's his name again? Y'all know my mind be
Macon,
going to be
William
great
Macon,
making. Yeah, I'll be
or
getting brain
Billy.
fog, y'all. Bill, whatever, right? They together. And you still first you like, oh no, I'm just sitting over here, want to have my coffee. Then you work your way over there and you talking to her, telling her even more stuff. I do not trust her. I don't know what she up to. I think her and her damn husband is on some shenanigans. But I think she's a damn alien, and that's why he is freaking, fronting up the damn money or whatever to make sure all this stuff is here. Like I just think they in cahoots together, child. But
He
I
said
don't
he got a
trust.
benefactor, so she the
Yeah,
benefactor. I
it's
don't
a
know what she
possibility
do.
because she talking about something. Oh no, we do love each other. Don't get it twisted. But like I chose him. I don't know. I just don't trust her,
I don't
and I
trust
don't
her
know
either.
why he feels so relaxed to tell her so much stuff so easy. Why
Right,
would
you
he
don't
be?
even know her. Like,
Yeah,
and you
it's
let
not
her
making
jump your.
sense to
She
me.
was riding you in the car, then she got off and she smoked a cigarette. So she did. She said, "I got what I needed," and kept pushing. So I don't know.
Yeah.
But not her looking at the episode more in the first episode. How talking to. Yes, that's what Jaguar was telling you, Candy. That they supposed to update weekly.
Mm-hmm.
So
And he ain't
all
been
lanterns.
years, so it's like, what the hell is up with that? What's this gap?
Yeah, so he had sent him his past self to 2016 to tell himself or John that about Nebraska, Rushville, Nebraska was about to go down. But once his present self in 2016 heard it, he ran. I mean, he flew.
Yeah, he hurried up and just, I mean, every time we turn around, he running off somewhere or hurrying up and flying somewhere. So it's
Mm-hmm.
like, I don't believe in all those coincidences. So when he's like, I feel like I got a feeling, I understand why he would say he have that feeling. But because, obviously when he first even got the ring, it's connected. Then you give yourself this message. You felt like it was going to be something here. You come and it's this whole shootout. You saying, oh, one of these people or all of these people are damn, aliens. They trying to convince you that you wrong. You want to go get in the cell with the guy. Of course, she blocked that. He couldn't do it. But then when you finally do get to talk to him, pretty much you was right. And it was funny how the whole Barack Obama was the giveaway. Like he didn't know what was happening with Harry Potter. I love that scene. I was cracking up. But
Oh
then
yeah,
for him
with
to
Waylon.
recite, yeah, for Waylon to like recite his oath back to him, and pretty much be like, well, if I am, I'm here for revenge, and then threaten to blow up, and then Hal had to do what he had to do. Like, I just don't see all of this being a coincidence at all. Like, it's something that's bringing all of them here, and then of course John now getting told about the manhunters and him having the 48 hours
being recruited.
Yeah, being recruited, and they told him not to tell Hal anything, but he still did. But then he's here telling Zoe, I don't know if I could trust him or if I can, So, and she's like, oh, if you even have to question that, that's your answer, which typically it is. But what would make you trust her?
All right, you don't even know her.
Yeah.
Because she gave you a quickie and a ride, and she gave you a ride to the motel. Why would you get her a ride to the motel? Let's just let her know where y'all stay.
Exactly. You letting her in on too much stuff. I'm sorry. That right there would already have me looking at you real suspicious and sideways. Like, lady, why you always where I'm at? I would not see that as a coincidence.
Right. Don't even know her, child. The funny part of last episode, she didn't know her name until the end of the episode. So you let this woman jump your bones, you even know her name. That's wild. But anyway, we see how you moving, John. Wild in these streets. But I don't trust Zoe either. It's something off about her. She could be a manhunter, who knows? Or she knows something of her husband with these special technology. She could be the benefactor, or she knows the benefactor.
Yeah,
who knows?
She's definitely tied into this.
I got a question mark on her because she could be a red herring. Who knows, y'all? But we shall see as time move on.
He over here getting alien cheeks, child.
Jaguar, please. Talking about let my boy clap those mature cheeks.
Listen, I wasn't mad at it, but I know that out of all the criticisms, of course, that was one. They was like, oh, why would they have him go get it in with
I didn't mind it. I just made a joke out of it.
He didn't know she was a grandma. He didn't know anything about her at all, point blank period. He even was saying, like, I would have never did that had I known you was married. And she was like, hey, we do what we want to do. Like, that ain't nothing for you to apologize for. But at the end of the day, I just was like, grandma needs love too. Like, that.
We lost Tamika. I guess she'll be back, but I didn't mind. Look, for me, the grandma of it all is a joke for me. Like, I like not him messing with somebody's grandma, but I was just being funny. Yeah, but yeah, so you wouldn't think she's your grandma, but she's back.
I'm sorry, y'all. My internet is about to show out.
Yeah, but yeah, so look, the grandma joke is just a joke for me. I don't take it like she's a grandma. She don't even look like a grandma. But
because honestly, Macon don't even look like that would be his son. But I mean, maybe he started out young. Maybe she's his second wife. We don't have all the details, but I definitely was not expecting to hear grandma. He turned around and see it's her. But that was funny. It was just funny.
Not the man had got Tamika internet.
Right.
Come through snatching. That's funny. But yeah, so I got a question mark on Zoe for right now. This is episode 2, but they could be misdirect. So we shall see. Time will tell.
I could see that too, Dolores. Listen, y'all, you probably more familiar with this than me. But I could see a situation where they're all manhunters or they're all some type of aliens. I was thinking maybe the only one that's not an alien may be the sheriff, and I don't know whether she's fully aware of everything that's happening there either. And I thought it was interesting that she mentioned that she came here from Gotham. And I saw you was over there in Gotham, girl.
I guess look, Gotham got too much for her. Wow, for her. She had to come over here to Nebraska, child, I guess. Yeah, I wouldn't be surprised if it's more than one. I mean, it's been on there for a while. On this planet for a while. So due to what's the name of the person? the Lantern who supposed to unalive the Manhunter but dropped him off. Who was it? A Ben Sur, whoever that is. I guess that was the Green Lantern, who the one who gave Hal his ring. So I guess I guess that's the story that Aben Sur drop off the Manhunter. Supposed to unalive the Manhunter, dropped him off, I guess, in Nebraska, and then the Manhunter turned around and unalive Aben Sur, and Aben was hurt and was dying, and gave, I guess, Hal the ring. That's how I put it together. Yeah, Aben Sur. Okay, look, I'm not good with names, but
yeah, you
I know
I'm
kind of short. So, yeah, so that's interesting. That is interesting. So, who is this Manhunter, honey? Because we got to figure that out. Because this infiltrating. So we see, what's his name? John came through after getting beat up and recruited. Came through with the lantern. He was able to charge his ring as he said the mantra. I forgot what the mantra is called. Not the mantra, the chant that he said as he was charging at the ring. I said, that's it. I'm like, now I need my phone to charge that quick, but he did. He said some 1, 2, 3, and then it was already fully charged. I said, okay. So he said, who told you to bring this suit? Because it seemed like Hal doesn't care to even wear the suit or care about the suit. So yeah, so he said, I brought the suit. Like, hey, because he see himself in the suit. He said, I'm taking your job. But
yeah, because for John, he looks at it completely different than Hal does. Even though Hal gave that alleged reason, which I feel like that's not it, but that's just what he wanted to say when they was over there at the taco stand. He was like, oh yeah, it's like when you want to put on like your shirts, dress suits or whatever, when you go on the interviews of different places and you expect it to look a certain way, but then later when you wearing it, don't wear it for a while, you just kind of be like, I don't need all of that or whatever. I feel like there's more to it than that. But we see that he put it on when he knew he was going to go over here. Now, I don't know how to pronounce this name either. Is it Celesto? The one that I believe was his mentor that's locked up in this daggone jail?
Yes, Sinestro.
Yeah, so when he go to fly up to him, then he puts it on. But other than that, he pretty much just leaves it in the closet. But it was a good thing that John did bring it with him. Whereas John is looking at it like, yeah, nah, this is my suit that I'm gonna be putting on. I'm gonna get this ring. He just has a whole new fresh look, and you could tell that Hal done been through some things, and he won, and he really ain't giving a damn about it like that. That's because some people even had a problem with when he did the charge and he said the oath fast. They were like, oh, how he just gonna be saying it like that? I'm like, if you've been saying,
he ain't said it fast to me. He said like it's a normal thing.
Yeah,
it wasn't that long.
To me, it was just like he's been doing it for so long.
Right.
That's another thing for him. I'm like, I don't know what y'all want, but that's neither here nor there. Like I said.
I guess Jaguar actual put the thing. He said, "In brightest day, in blackest night, no evil shall escape my sight. Let those who worship evil's might beware my power of the green lantern's light." I think that's how they want him to say it, like so slow.
Yeah, I don't know. People pick at every little thing. Hey, Dan, I actually love comic book movies and shows. I was talking about them a lot when I first started my channel, but not a lot of people used to come through. That's why I stopped talking about it, to be honest with you. I felt like they might have been like, what she know about that? I just wasn't getting the people like that, but I still was watching. I just wasn't talking. But if I know somebody else that's willing to talk about it, I love it. So yeah. But yeah, I thought
he did a speed run of the oath. Look, he ain't want John to hear it. He ain't want John to hear it. So he had to do that. He did the twister. He had to speed rap.
Right. And even when he asked John, like, what made you make that bird? And he's like, oh, it was just a bird, like it's nothing. And then of course, all of a sudden, that's when he let it disappear, because he definitely made sure he got back home with it. We know that either he's lying to himself or lying to Hal, because it is something with that damn bird. I don't know what it is. I'm
I
assuming
think
we'll
it's
find
something
out.
with the bird too.
Yeah.
But Howard also lied to him because he said,
Yes.
"Come to find out, you ain't give me no hoorah, like unless you lying." Because he said even when he talked to Aunt look, when he talked to Aunt. Aunt had let it be known, like, you must be powerful, like you controlling this thing and maintaining it to keep it alive, and without the ring, the ring of power. Okay,
Right.
so that makes you even more powerful without the ring. So that's a telling.
Yeah.
And then he gave him this dry ass hoorah. I said,
right.
Good night, Hal. Because let's be honest, he sees John probably as a threat.
Oh yeah.
If he knows he didn't need the ring because he took off the ring and that bird was still there.
Yeah.
So he managed to. He thought about it. He was thinking about some things. He put on this damn suit. So I guess the suit came in handy, and he flew to he took a trip to, I guess, the planet Oa. I want to say planet Oa. Went to go visit Sinestro, and he wants to know what he know about the dang on manhunters.
So that
he
tells
said
us
that's the second. He said that's the second threat to you. That's the second most important threat to you. Now tell me about John Stewart. So it's given that John Stewart is the first threat to Hal.
Yeah. Now I'm wondering why this. Yeah, that's what I want to know. Like, why is he?
Because we know he's training him to be the next Green Lantern, but is this in another way? I don't know, in a more threatening way. Because we already know Hal supposed to be training him to be the next Green Lantern.
That's what I'm saying. Like, does he want him to feel like he's a threat because he knows that he's supposed to be his replacement? Does he want him to feel like he's a threat because he can already see how powerful he could possibly be? Like, what's making him feel like that's the first threat? Definitely want to know the answer to that. But that also made me feel like that Hal doesn't know but so much about the manhunters either. If he had to fly up here to ask him when he heard that name, because this is the second time we've seen him be scared.
Who told you that? Who told you that? Who told you that? Who told you those words?
Yeah.
Aunt told me those words. Yeah, but like I said, if the way he got his ring for a being sure, I've been sure, whatever. Then yeah, he really don't know much.
Yeah.
So but yeah, he had to go see Sinestro, and Sinestro, like, I'm like, okay, not Lawrence. He gonna strike a deal with Hal. Now, will the Guardians be happy? Because he asked, did you tell anybody else? Did you tell the Guardians?
Yeah. And that was funny too, because when Hal first woke up John, he was asking, and what did the Guardians say about this? And he was like, what do you mean? So, he hadn't gave them any update. And now when John is coming back at the end, he's like, and did you tell the Guardians this? And he didn't. He came first to him to tell him
I report to you first. He said, I report to you. I'll report to you. So, but I think we're supposed to see the Guardian next episode. So that's basically what the end of the episode, y'all. So we're gonna see. I guess we're gonna
curious. And it looks like we're gonna get some of the answers. I definitely know. I want to know about, like, John's background. His dad. How did his dad know?
And mom.
Yeah. We're gonna see a little bit more into that. I'm definitely ready to tap into that.
What Jaguar saying? Me too, Tamika. I am ready. The Guardians never addressed the issue with the Manhunter. They just saw it as a failed experiment. Yeah, that's why they invented the lanterns, the Green Lanterns. They didn't talk about it. This lead to the backstory of the faction I'm looking forward to, the Red Lantern. But
Okay.
is Sinestro the Yellow Lantern? I don't know. I don't know.
I
If you
feel
can
like
answer
I
that for
heard
me.
something about that, but I definitely can't confirm it.
Okay. If anybody know the lanterns, is Sinestro the Yellow Lantern? That's the question I got. I don't know. So yeah, so we shall see. Yes, Sinestro is the leader. Okay.
Okay.
Look, I'm like, I heard wrong or I read wrong. Okay. I know it's other colors. Look,
Yeah.
that's look.
Yeah. And
I
I'm
couldn't
thinking
remember. I
because
couldn't
I
remember
remember
for
a
nothing.
lot of people in the beginning was saying why they calling it lanterns instead of green lantern. Then they was talking about the shade of the green. But anyway, so are y'all thinking that they're calling it lanterns because we're actually gonna see those different?
Yeah, I think that once I when I saw what's his name, Sinestro, I remember that made me remember other lanterns, and then they was talking about other lanterns, so I was like, okay, I see why it's called lantern instead of green lantern,
Right.
a
Yeah.
specific lantern. I was like, okay, I
Yeah.
get it. So that makes sense. Because I was wondering too, like, why is y'all not calling this green lantern?
Yeah.
But
That was.
so I'm guess they actually using some other stuff from the comics, pulling from certain comic sources.
Yeah.
So I can't wait to see more Sinestro, the leader of the Yellow Lantern. So we shall see. And see more planets. Is he gonna be able to travel more? And he need to take John on these trips. I know you can't take a plane to Aura.
Listen, John gonna have to figure something out.
Look. If he don't need no ring to manifest, so he need to manifest his ass up there to different planets to see what's going on.
Yeah.
Okay, I hope so. I enjoy him in the third cartoon. Okay, he will be amazing in live action, if done correctly.
Yeah.
Crossing your fingers. We shall see. We shall
Yeah.
see. Um, who's atrocious? Look, I am. My knowledge is very little, Lauren. So you're gonna have to give us some info. Who's atrocious? Did I say that right? Atrocious, yeah. But yeah, that's episode 2. I enjoyed it. We should. I can't wait to the episode 3.
Yeah.
Baby, it's all
I'm
about
definitely
John.
I'm definitely looking forward to this journey and learning some more things and seeing how they gonna break all this down because I want to know even with how we ended episode 1 with him finding Hal on that damn bench in that same spot that he seemed to love sitting in. Is that really supposed to be him that somebody took out, or is that some kind of alien acting like it's him? Like, what is the truth, and where did the damn ring go to? Like, I got so many questions, so I'm just looking forward to seeing this whole thing play out, and seeing what the hell the guy that kidnapped John. Okay, I did hear that.
Okay, I call him Ant. Look,
yeah, the leader of the Red Lanterns. Okay, yeah. So yeah, I'm definitely curious about that. I need answers. Is that
yeah, we
really
need.
him?
Yeah, we do need answers, but I can't wait. But this is what Sheriff Curry had to tell him. Like, she wanted him to go, but she asked him like, "Why you not leaving after you find out the aliens, whatever?"
The more
Like
stuff is piling up, is no way that
he said, "It's something keeping me here." He said, "It's
yeah.
something off." He said, "I got to scratch this itch. It's something about this place." Like he feels something. So, and basically, he ain't leaving.
Yeah, there's a wrap now for sure, for sure.
He gonna be. I guess he gonna be dealing with Rushville until he get to 2026. We see him in the one time on that bench without bullet in his head. So we shall see. Oh really? Now y'all make me want to go look a trust. A yeah,
I don't
Etro.
know. Well, look, they may not have him huge for the show, but you could be right. I mean, you seem to know more as far as the comics and the cartoons and stuff than I do, definitely. So, but
I
I
think
did
Jaguar know the
see a
cartoon
few.
more. I don't
Okay,
know.
but I do see a few people saying that that's who he's supposed to be. So I'm not sure. I'm watching and learning and finding
The
out
Red Lanterns.
as I watch. Okay.
Right, exactly. Okay. Now we gang ganging with the colors. I'm
Yeah.
weak.
Because
But
you all probably know a lot more than I do. So I'm learning from y'all as well as learning from watching the show. But you know they be taking liberties and changing stuff. So
yeah, just tell me the cartoon Jaguar. Like we watch cartoons. Look, I watch
hmm
Invincible. I watch all these.
I do too. Shoot, I'll be sitting
I
there
watch
watching the
cartoons.
damn marathon of the X-Men and what's
And
the
X
other
Men
one?
'97.
Yeah,
Yes,
I'll be
I
just
watch all
letting
that.
yeah.
I just never
Exactly.
been on Lantern like that
Yeah, that's not one I could
as
say
the
that I've
DC
watched a
character.
lot. Yeah.
Yeah, I mean I'm interested now, but
hmm
it's never too late to learn anything. So,
Oh yeah.
and it's a refresher since we ain't getting Penguin.
hmm
We're
Yeah,
not
because
getting a season two of
Penguin was
Penguin.
another good show, and you would have never told me years ago, like, oh yeah, it's gonna be a Penguin show, and you're gonna be watching that. But when you do it right, hey,
It was done right, so they
yeah,
did Penguin right. But
yeah,
I heard there's not gonna be a season two, so I said, "Oh shit,
hmm
okay." Um, yeah, yeah, we about to get out of here, but before we get out of here, y'all, make sure y'all hit the like button and subscribe, share with your people who love Green Lantern or lanterns. Period. Green, red, blue, orange, the whole rainbow coalition of
right.
lanterns. Like whoever enjoy lanterns, share with your people. Hit the subscribe button, hit the like button, and replay game. Let us know your thoughts and feelings about episode 2 called Trust Fall. How you feel about it? When we got to the end, and the characters they introduced, the other lanterns, and this whole story about the manhunter. And who you think the manhunter is? Like this episode 2. Like give us your guess. Who for all the people, all of the characters we saw, let us know who you think the manhunter is, or has
hmm
the manhunter been seen yet?
Yeah.
Probably not. We don't know. Yeah, so yeah, let us know your thoughts. But Tamika, he let the people know what you got going on your channel this week.
I just finished discussing Lioness right before I came up here. Yesterday we actually did a watch along. Was it yesterday, child? I think it was. We did a watch along, RIP to Michael Wright. Had to celebrate him and watch the Five Heartbeats, and that was really fun. I think we're doing Zaria from Detroit tomorrow. I'm not too sure who's supposed to be hosting, but usually we do that on Thursdays.
Probably me.
Sunday, I'm gonna be doing Superfly Sunday with Inga. That's gonna be our throwback movie for the month.
Hey.
Um, I got some other things I'm trying to work on. I don't want to say it just in case I'm not able to do it, but
Mm-hmm.
it's gonna be some type of celebration with Michael Jackson and one with Prince. Okay, so either to be a trivia night or to be a movie
Ooh.
watch along, something with it between this week and next week. But yeah, oh, and I might do like 9 to 5 sometime next week too to celebrate our girl
9 to 5.
Dolly Parton.
Hey.
Okay, 9 to 5, yes.
9 to 5.
But other than that, next week Wednesday, we be talking the daggone over again, child, y'all. Or maybe it might be Thursday. I don't know. I gotta see because I want to talk about Atlanta. There's so much going on. But yeah. Oh, and
Oh, you can move that around, Tamika. We
we're
can move.
gonna be doing Beauty in Black. Definitely gotta discuss that. That comes back tomorrow, right? Am I mistaken?
I am.
Yeah.
Yes. Yes,
So,
they come on tomorrow. So Beauty and Black come back
and
tomorrow,
I
season
gotta
3.
talk about with the ladies about when we're gonna talk about Furious. So it's a lot to come up, y'all.
Yes.
So if you are not subscribed to the channels, make sure that you subscribe to the channels, that you got your notifications on, so you know when we go live or upload a video. Hype us up, share the videos, and all that good stuff. We definitely appreciate it. I am watching Reacher. I love Reacher. Reacher's my guy. I haven't been talking about it, but I've been watching it.
I'm watching too.
And I don't like how they did the okey doke on my boy. Listen.
I'm like, what is going on? Like, Richard, if you losing your touch.
Right. What is going on?
And
real,
I can't
real?
wait for what's the name? Her spinoff.
Mm-hmm.
I cannot wait
Yeah,
for my
legally.
girl.
Mm-hmm.
Legally. Like, that's my girl. Like,
Yeah.
Can't wait for us spin up. But yeah, we are watching Richard. I like Richard.
Mm-hmm.
Can I talk about it every week? No. I probably give my final thoughts on it as a whole season.
Yeah, there's a couple shows that I want to give some overall thoughts on because just be too much happening. But yeah.
Yeah, I was like, okay, I see what y'all doing here with Richard, but it's like I got some choice thoughts. Like, is it so far as I'm enjoying it? It's cool.
Yeah.
For Richard, but it's not like the first couple of seasons. Like certain seasons got me. Like with his crew, his army crew, that was a good season. So it was like certain seasons, but this one is cool. It's not starting like with a bang for me, but it just okay. It's not to me. I'm sorry, but I'm sticking there with my Boo Allen. I gotta stick it out with my Boo Allen.
Yeah. I like Richard, definitely.
Well, stay tuned because we're gonna be talking about it. We gotta see how we're gonna do it, y'all.
Yeah. What's up, Anzo? Oh man.
Hey, what up? What up? Yes.
And he could sing his behind off. Okay.
Yeah, I forgot he sang, child.
But he got played. He got played big time. He should have been smarter than that. I expect more from him.
Yeah, I was like, how the hell you? That's what I'm looking like. This is what we doing. Y'all gonna make my man get played like that? I guess. I mean, everybody's human, but he ain't superhuman, I guess. But yeah, so we got Daria from Detroit tomorrow. If you like Daria from Detroit on Paramount Plus, you should check it out. Beauty and Black is back. I gotta get my individual videos for that. So they're gonna drop 8 episodes probably on Netflix. What else? We did the 5 Heartbeats watch along. That was fun yesterday. My Real Housewives of Atlanta, all the reunions, all 3 parts of the reunion. I got to make a video for it. I got to get it out. If you into reality TV, I watch that. Yes, and we got to talk about Lucky. We want to talk about Lucky one day. Like it's a lot. It's a lot of stuff to watch because September about to be full too because we got Different World spinoff. And
American Horror Story will be back.
Horror Stories. And we got Monster. If y'all into what's his name? Ryan Murphy shows. He got a lot of shows coming up this fall, actually. Yeah. So, like you said, American Horror and Monster. That's his too. And then he got also I don't think he doing the one with Jason. Camp.
No, I don't think he.
No, that's not him.
That's somebody else. Yeah,
that's somebody else. But I'm gonna be talking about that. I'm gonna talk about that for sure. I can't wait for that. And horror season coming up, so.
Yeah.
Look, Jared, you watch all the things.
Oh, you already know I was watching Lucky. Come on now. I be telling y'all that Apple TV be having some shows now. They don't never freaking promote them in the right way, but they definitely have a lot of shows over there. That's good. Oh, we love the 5 Harveys. We was in here singing.
We was cutting up.
We was putting on a performance. Okay, I watched that live. I was cracking up.
Not you watching back the live.
That had me cracking up, especially EJ.
Oh yeah, she gonna cut up, honey. But
Mhm.
yeah, so make sure y'all subscribe, hit the like button, share with your people who love Lantern. But we about to get out of here, y'all, and we will see y'all next week for episode 3. Bye,
Yes.
y'all.